pressure on their quarterback. They're going to have to do a much better job tonight protecting their guy, or they've got no shot.
And the Miners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Handoff from the gun. That's a way to get some breathing room. He's got 5 out to the 9-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll run play action.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like, getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
The Miners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Pittsburgh's offense will go to work for the first time. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To throw, it's Holstein. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line. And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. Tackle is made at the 27. Got it. 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. Trying play action. Under fire. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
That defender was not fooled at all by the play action. He never thought the offense was running the football. He had his ears pinned back, used his speed to get to the QB.
Wants to fire on second down. Unloads it left. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Smith dropping to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident, not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. We saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen, so that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Going for the big play. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold onto the ball until the guy comes over, feed him, and get the 6.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Cincinnati handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. A A busy day in the MAC, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Smith wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Miners will hustle to the line.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some...
Oh, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they will score! Touchdown, Pitt! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Off play action. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll go back to work on offense. Smith dropping the pass. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Miners send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. There he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing an incompletion.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Miners line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Give him 114 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Holstein. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Hooks. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Creates a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Miners want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. Smith wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the run, it's Pierce. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Touchdown, Pitt! They're going to open this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Punts it out of the air. Great place to start for this offense. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Panthers! Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David.
Breaks into the open.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Quick step and go. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Made a defender miss. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Throwing on the run. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now he's going to let it go. Touchdown! offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. There he goes. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He wants to change this route. From the gun, running back gets the give. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage.
Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Running to the left. Oh, better look out. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for it?
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every